Go ahead.
Honorable Speaker, as a matter of principle, since I came here to the 12th Parliament, I have always had reservation about miscellaneous amendment bills. They are miscellaneous, but they are mischievous. The mischief has always come out very apparent once the bill is completed as required by law. Honorable Speaker, the bill, as published, has got very fundamental amendments to the law, and some go to the core of the various bills of rights under the Constitution of Kenya, and therefore should not actually meet the threshold of a miscellaneous bill to rectify minor changes. Honorable Speaker, let me start with the Children's Bill, Children's Act, amendment to the Children's Act. Honorable Speaker, which purposes to delete Section 186(4) of the Principal Act. Honorable Speaker, I totally oppose, and I oppose it on various grounds. Number one, the way Section 4 is styled gives some kind of protection against child abuse. Honorable Speaker, ordinarily, child abuse is not invariably in many cases perpetuated by male. Honorable Speaker, allowing the courts to allow a single man, or a single applicant, a sole applicant who is a male, to adopt a child, regardless whether it's a relative or not, is indeed a precursor for abusing that particular child. Honorable Speaker, I cannot fathom why a drafter would want to do this and put a Kenyan child in harm for purposes nobody understands. So, Honorable Speaker, I stand to oppose, and I will indeed, that particular law, make amendments accordingly. Honorable Speaker, when we go to the Scrap Metal Act, the amendments are long overdue because of the issue of critical national infrastructure. And indeed, the definition of critical national infrastructure has been inserted and expanded, Honorable Speaker. Many of us suffer, many Kenyans suffer, vandalism of the railway line, vandalism of the guardrails, vandalism for electrical installation, and all those kind of things. Styling them as national critical infrastructure and barring their trade other than designated state agencies is the right way forward. But, Honorable Speaker, we again conversely introduce the issue of monopolistic practices in the market. Probably in the wisdom of the Committee of Energy, we need to find it in such a way that the Cabinet Secretary can license any competent national agency, state agency, sort of restricting to only the two, Numerical Machining Complex and Kenya Shipyard Limited, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, when we look at the amendments to the National Employment Authority Act, it is sad reading, Honorable Speaker. Sad reading in two senses. Honorable Speaker, in this bill, we perpetuate the old stereotype that a job must be one where somebody is formally employed. And that's why now we are introducing a job seeker instead of what was there as a youth. A job seeker, Honorable Speaker, therefore it means even a 70-year-old person could still be categorized as a job seeker. That will defeat the essence of the National Employment Authority Act, which focus was on the youth. Even, Honorable Speaker, when you read the other provisions, then by changing of the word from youth to job seeker, you defeat the amendments contained in clause 2, or dealing with section 37, which says the authority shall establish incentives to reward a private institution that employs Kenyans within 6 months of completing their certificate or undergraduate studies and who do not possess more than 5 years experience. Honorable Speaker, inevitably those are the youths. They're the ones who are in active training. So, Honorable Speaker, if you introduce the word job seeker, then you expand the application of this incentive to anybody else. And, Honorable Speaker, again, the danger we are creating here, we are again perpetuating that a job seeker must be in so quotes, must have a written job. Yet, under Vision 2030, MTP 3, and as expanded MTP 4,